Hey y'all, Courtney Lyons here with Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, and I have all things diamond painting on my channel, so go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And hello to you viewers who are back here. I do have another haul for you, and this is a really fun, exciting haul because it is the Diamond Art Club anniversary sale haul. They did have 25% off and they dropped 50 kits, as well as they had a lot of restocks coming up onto that day. I have 9 of my own kits that I got for the anniversary sale that were the new releases, as well as some restock items, but I'm not going to show those on the video because this is already going to be a really large video. So but I do also have one of my friends. So I do have a total 10 different diamond paintings to show you. She and I both she got a restock, and then she ended up, it was pumpkin picking, I think. And then she ended up getting one of the same one that I got. So I'll open mine up so hers can kind of stay pristine. But she did give me, she did tell me I could open up her other one, which I want this to be a complete surprise. So even in the thumbnail, I'm not going to show you what I got. Like, you'll have to watch it and see it. I think it'll be that's not like a grabber to get you to watch my video, but I just sometimes these haul videos, I just like to change them up a little bit. Like Black Friday haul, I did it where it was face-to-face, and but I'm not going to do that right now. Sorry, got interrupted. So like I was saying, I did the last one face-to-face, and then I did kind of like a pan over thing because it was so much later, because I had lost my voice, that I was finally able to do my videos for the Black Friday haul. And at that point, everybody had already shown all of theirs. I think it was like weeks later. So I was kind of, I'm not going to do this the same way. So this one, I thought maybe I'd do it a little bit differently too and make it kind of a mystery video, so you don't know what I'm going to show you, but as you watch, you'll be like, oh, okay, I got that one too, or oh, I would have guessed that, or yep, I knew she would get that one. Because that's what I like to do when I watch creators' videos. And I think that might make it just kind of a little bit more interesting of a haul. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do the intro right here, and then I will flip this over. Okay, so our first one, I don't even know what this is. I just grabbed one. Oh, well, we started off with my friends first. So this is the one that she chose to get. We both absolutely love Moonbound Studio. This is the Grand Cemetery, and I'm really, really hoping I can get this back in the box after. I'm so sorry, Ashley, if I don't. Ashley's my friend's name. Okay, so, but this is 107.8 by 69.9 centimeters. I might do it where, so she did, I already opened up the, that sneeze came out of nowhere. Holy cow. Sorry about that. Okay, but I did already show, I will say ahead of time, I got a bronze and she got bronzes. I opened up her kits for her because she's not able to grab them right now, and because she wanted to know what cards she got. Out of all the kits that we got, even the restocks I got, all bronze. So, but she and I are both very much like, we just like the diamond paintings and we just love having the cards. So we're not concerned about not getting I'm so excited to see this one, about not getting the other colors. We just like having the cards, but I will show that to you. Isn't that so pretty? It almost looks silver just because of the dark color behind it, but it is a bronze, and that is gorgeous. Okay, I do want to see the sticker sheet, so let's go ahead and show that really fast. That's the original artwork. I was like showing the original artwork. 107.8 centimeters. That is your biggest one, Ashley. She's doing Mermaid Hideout right now, and that's 100 centimeters. That's pretty big as is. But yeah, okay, pretty. So 1, 2, 3, 4 fairy dust, and then 3 of the ABs. I am not going to get her pack of Joes out. I haven't decided on mine if I will or not yet. As I'm in the middle of filming, I'm still deciding because I'm not very good at planning. But I'm not going to get hers out because this is a huge kit and I don't want to like mess up putting it back. Wow. That I'm kind of really regretting not getting this one. This is huge. The only bigger ones that I have opened up on my channel, I think, are Plant Delivery, which I did, was a Black Friday haul one, and then what was the other one? Autumn Magic, that Randall Spangler castle that I absolutely love. I love all his castles, but that one especially I love. Okay. Whoop. Oh my goodness, can we even see this whole thing? I don't know if my camera can pick up the whole thing. I usually don't have too much of an issue, but I think that extra little 7 centimeters, let me see if I can just pull it up just a little bit more so you guys can see. So gorgeous. Okay, well, it does have a little bit of a, yeah, wow. It does have glare. That is so pretty. These flowers here are going to be amazing. There's going to be so many blues, but actually hardly any navy blues. I am noticing there's not a lot of navy. That's a lie. There's a lot of navy. What was I thinking? There's a lot of navy in this one. But she had an issue with some of her navy drills when she was doing, what was it? I forget what the name is. It's like the Lassen, one of the Lassen paintings, the one that's like portrait, and it's a beach. Why am I forgetting the name of it? It's beautiful. It turned out beautifully, but she had issues with the drills not really being really good. So, but yeah, other than that, like it was a lot of fun for her. She still loved it. But anyway, so she's been like shying away from anything that has too much navy. This does have quite a bit of navy, but it also has a lot of the 310 black, which is a lot of this. This is a lot more color blocking than I was expecting. There's a lot of like confetti here and everything like that, but for the most part, like there's quite a bit of color blocking still. I did see the sneak peek. Well, first off, look at that AB there, and then look at this fairy dust right here. Let me zoom in. We're gonna see some of these. You see that fairy dust right here? That's going to be so fun, and I'm pretty sure there's 1, 2, 3 bags of it. And then that AB right there, and then here's another AB right here. Can you see it? Where is it? There it is. So there's an AB, a white AB. Is there a... Okay, for some reason, so 1, 2, 3, 4 ABs. Whoa. There's that pink AB right here. And then there is, I don't remember what the other AB is. It would be, we got a blue one, pink. So there's pink, and then there's like lighter pink and darker pink. So this I think is the darker pink. And then the lighter pink I'm not seeing, but it's in there somewhere. Oh, no, that's not it. And then the fairy dust. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this out because this would be so hard to put back together, but I can in general show you where the specials go. Ooh, there we go. I just needed to zoom out a little more, and then I got the whole thing in. Thought it was zoomed out all the way. Okay, so that very light, there's gonna be a light pink fairy dust that's going to be here in the flowers. And here, I don't remember there being a whole lot of that one. And here in the moon, I know that she's thinking she might just, oh, bug, there we go, that she might just take out the skull in the moon and just have it be a moon. And then there's so there's a lighter, oh, that's right, I remember seeing that in the unboxing. There's a lighter mint green fairy dust somewhere in here that I wonder if I can see from here, but I don't see it. And fairy dusts are so hard to catch, even without this on it, but that lighter fairy dust, green fairy dust, is going to be here in the ghosties, which is really nice over there. And I know those are the packets where there weren't as much of, but I see in those general areas kind of these ghosts in the distance too have those fairy dust, which is perfect for the ghosts. And then we have a purple fairy dust, which is this corner symbol, and I see that it's like a corner with a dot. I see it here in some of the flowers, and over there in the flowers, over there, all that sparkles of purple are going to have that fairy dust in them. And then is it in the moon? I don't see it in the moon. But so that's going to be a floral fairy dust. You're going to see that in the purple flowers. It's kind of sprinkled throughout everywhere here, over here as well on that little ridge. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Right there. There's a whole bunch of them right there. Okay, and then we have that. Okay, this is the fairy dust we have 3 freaking bags of. So that is an up arrow going this way, and it's everywhere. It's in this grass, all in the grass over here. I was so close to getting this one too, but there are others of Moonbound Studio that I'm hoping and waiting for, and that's what I want to get. So this is so pretty. It's all over in here. The archways, it's in this whole area up here. Is it in the ghosts? It's in this castle. Lots in the castle. Yeah, there's a reason there's 3 bags of that. It's everywhere. It's very pretty. I love that one. Okay, then there's that white AB, which is going to be a sideways slash symbol. Moon. And a little bit in her hat thing that she's wearing, the little ghosty, and her dress. Then we have that blue AB. And I see that one here in the ghosts again. Do I see it up here? It seems like a rather bigger bag, so I think it's in other places than just there. Oh, okay, I see it here. And then in the castle back here. A little bit here by this ghost. Here. The headstone has it. Do I see it up in the archway at all? I don't. Oh, okay, that one I'm seeing. Nope, that's not it either. That might be it. Yeah, that's all I see on that one. And then I see the lighter pink AB are the 2 dots. And that's over here. I really don't think, I remember watching the unboxing and I'm pretty sure there wasn't a whole lot of that one. But it's this very lighter pink and then it's here in the moon. So AB, fairy dust, in the moon. And then I see this slash symbol for our very last AB, which I'm going to guess is in these flowers. Yep, here, there, here, here, here. And then there's quite a bit, is there some up there? Yeah, there's quite a bit in the florals up here, a little bit up here. So those flowers, especially in the front, the poppies are gonna have a shimmer to them. That's gonna be really beautiful. Okay, that is the specials. I'm gonna just start putting these away, but I am going to do just kind of a chat about everything. We did have Greg's birthday was this last week, and he just wanted to chill and swim down at the lake. The lake has finally made it up. I don't know if you guys, probably a lot of you guys know this, but we live on a house on a lake, and it is just a cute, gorgeous clear water lake. And it goes down and then comes back up in the summer. And so we are just like dying for the day for it to get big enough, like tall enough to be able to jump off the dock. And it's finally hit it this week, and it's been the best birthday present for Greg, because he is like a little fish. He is a water body. He loves being in water, we all do. And my kids are already like super tanned from the sun that they've been in. I'm trying to get them to wear hats, I swear. I cannot get my kids to wear hats, they just refuse. But that's okay. Well, we've switched to like a mineral sunscreen because we just keep hearing all this stuff about how sunscreen's like just as bad at giving you cancer as the sun. It's getting sunburns. And I was just like, is there just no way to not, like, everything gives you cancer now. It's and so I was just like, well, let's try mineral sunscreen. And I do actually like the smell a lot better because I'm not usually like a sunscreen kind of person. I mean, I do. I wear a tinted foundation. It's not a foundation, it's a tinted moisturizer. And that way it is way better at keeping the sun out without having to put Oh, sunscreen on my face. Oops, I kind of gave it away. But this is the next one. Ta-da! So this one is actually, interestingly enough, this is also what my friend got, but I also got it. So we both got, it is Victoria Moth 1. It says Rosy Scribbles on it. That's not supposed to be Rosy Scribbles. That's supposed to be the Dutch lady. Oh no. I wonder if all of them did that. When I go up to get more kits, because I am only bringing them down a little bit at a time, I will check, because that's not Rosy Scribbles. That's the Dutch lady. Because I sneak peeked the Purple Owl, and that's the Dutch lady as well. Interesting. I wonder why. Anyway, well, let's go ahead and open it up. It is a 55.6 by 87.7, 78.7. My goodness, I do that with numbers a lot. And this one is my copy of it, so I'll be interested to see if her copy also says Rosy Scribbles or if it says Victoria Moth. But that's a really good size. It is a round kit, and there's no surprises on the cards right now because they were all bronze. But look how absolutely perfection this is. I love moths and butterflies, and it has a very like gothic look to it that is really pretty. I love the dark colors in it. And I'm really excited to see this because I have not seen any of these besides my own sneak peeks, which I will show you guys which ones I got. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I'll show you the ones that I got as my sneak peeks. I won't bring them down because some of them I've already kind of packed away, but I will at least show you a picture of the one that I got because that way you can see it totally counts towards my anniversary sale haul because they came out during the anniversary sale. I shouldn't buy them because they were given as a sneak peek from Diamond Art Club. Thank you again, Diamond Art Club, if you happen to see this. Look at her. It's a little taller than I was thinking for whatever reason. 78.7. I don't know. I see 70s. I'm like, oh, that's like 70. But that's like almost 80. So it's still pretty big. But it is still a really good size. I would call this a largish medium size kit. Really, it's pretty large though, looking at it like this. Maybe it's because it's thinner, like shorter this way. But wow. That is going to be so much fun. The colors on this. Okay, I am going to be loud. And since this is my copy of the kit, I will show you. I've got a little standalone drill right here. I'm not going to show you guys all the drills. I love Diamond Art Club drills. By the way, I am working on another one of my sneak peeks that I got. It's called Patriotic Jars with Birds and Flags is what it's called. It's kind of a mouthful to say. And it is a, oh, what's her name? Not Wonder Mom. Oh, good gracious. What is it? I can't think of it at the moment, what her name is. I'm so sorry to that artist. I love her artwork and I'm just brain farting. It has nothing to do with me not knowing who you are. Anyway, I loved it so much I started working on it right away because I do want to have it up for 4th of July. And so I've been working on the new grids, and I did a smaller one that's the new grids, and they aren't new drills, but it feels like it. They feel chunkier a little bit, like not bigger, like just this a little bit taller. I don't know how to explain it. And maybe I'm completely wrong. That's my own, that is not officially from Diamond Art Club. That's just my own view of it, I have noticed. But they are my absolute favorite round drills now, especially with the grid. It's so good and so tight. It's perfection. It's so easy to be able to place nicely. But anyway, okay, moving on. Let's see where these specials are. We have an AB right here, which is the white AB. So it looks like there's 3 ABs and 2 fairy dust. So I see 1 AB right there. I guess I can just show you where that goes. So here's the white AB. And that one is right here in the moth's, the tips of its wings and along the edges here, which is going to look amazing. A little bit coming out right there, and there's some white over there on the vine. And a little sparkle here, and then there's little bits of sparkle white up here by the moth. And then a little bit right here down here at the bottom, just a touch. Just to kind of balance out the other side that has it. And then we have this AB up here. which is a brown AB, which I love working with brown ABs. And whenever I see the brown ABs, I think of Kat, the Kat Simon painting, because she loves brown ABs too. That one is going to be the K symbol. And it's also here in the Moth, which I imagine this Moth is going to be chock full of special drills because it's the center point of the whole painting. Let's see. Just a little bit over here on this side of the Moth, because it is where there's the brown AB. And then, oh, I am seeing it in the floral here, which is cool. I love when they put ABs in the florals, and not very often do we get brown ABs in the florals. There, and then along here, on those spots going up the mirror, and then in these spots here, there's just a little bit. Over here, let's see some here. Some spots up here going up this way. Those are calling for quad cubes. I don't know if I have the correct quad cubes for that to work, but I'm going to try because that is pretty. It's going to be a lot of fun to put quad cubes in there because I have all sorts of different colors that will match with that, and I think it would be really cool to put like actual crystal quadrilles in there, but we'll see because I don't want to be too overpowering, but it'd also be cool to have it look like kind of jewels going up that way. So because it looks kind of like a mirror, like a magic mirror sort of thing. Anyway, the next AB we have is this big chunky bag full of this red AB. I think that's 666. Yeah, recognize that red. That's pretty. Don't come hard on me now. And I'm seeing that that's the check mark. So it's here in this flower, in this rose, here in this flower, these flower buds there, lots of it up here. So I'm seeing it here, all the way over here, all of that, and here, all over in here, 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 and here in the Moth, and then its eyes is going to have that red AB, and then a little bit right here. So yeah, lots of that red AB. That is really going to stand out and look amazing on the Moth and the flowers. Then we have, those are for the ABs. Then we have a fairy dust green, which you can see right here. I don't know if you can see that. 471. That is a heart symbol, and I'm seeing it in some of the greenery there. A little bit here. So that's a smaller bag, and you're seeing it in the greenery. Not a whole lot, but it is there. And then one more fairy dust, which looks like it's going to be a gold fairy dust, which I see right here. Not a whole lot, but not a little amount either. 783, very much looks like gold. That is the pregnant belly symbol here. Trying to see if I see anything. Oh, there's a little bit of that green fairy dust in the Moth. I missed that part. And I don't see any of the fairy dust, that last fairy dust in the Moth. But I do see it in the sparkles here. And a little bit up there in that brown greenery in here. In the middle of the flowers, there's quite a bit of that. And some of it here and here and here. And I believe that's it for the specials on this painting. It is so pretty. I'm so glad I picked this one up. I was a little bit on the fence about it, a little bit. And then once I opened up, once I opened up Purple Owl and then saw this one too, and then was like, oh, they're both the Dutch lady. Okay. I gotta get her stuff. So not really scribbles. This is the Dutch lady. All right, I'm going to talk while I put this away. It is going to be a little bit loud. I'll try to minimize the sound. Or just not talk during that part. Whew, okay. That drill packet went back pretty easily. Trick is to not make it too tight as you go to roll it up. Because I've realized if you make it too tight, it actually bulges out and it's hard to get back in the box. Anyway, So also tomorrow is my brother's birthday, and I have two brothers. So one of my brother's birthdays was the 8th, so it was a while back. And today, or tomorrow, is my other brother's birthday. So lots of June birthdays, lots of other family members that have June birthdays. And the kids always beg for me to do a half birthday for them in June, because winter birthdays, at least for us, they were just kind of like, meh. We don't get as excited about them, unfortunately. So the kids will do fun things, like we still do fun things, but they just don't get as much of an exciting birthday. So they get, we might do like a half birthday for them, but tomorrow we're gonna do some fun stuff. You can maybe already guess what this one is. It's hard to hide it and keep it secret when it's got the wraparound artwork on the back, but I'm not gonna complain, or on the front and sides, but I'm not gonna complain because I absolutely love that feature about Diamond Art Club kits. But this one is, you guessed it, Feelings of Fall, or maybe you didn't guess it, but by Becca Tyndall. And guys, this one, she has two of them with Diamond Art Club that are like this. The other one is called, oh, I don't remember. But if you go onto Becca Tyndall's page on Diamond Art Club, it'll show up. And at first when I saw this, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna get that one. It's pretty much what I already have. And then I looked at them and they're actually very different. The other one has like a fox and a barn, or a house over here. The color palette is actually very different on the top and bottom than it is in the other one, but I love it. It is like 2 diamond paintings in one. I love it. It makes me so happy. So that is a really good size too for how much detail is in there. 65 centimeters by 87.9. I seriously was gonna guess almost 100. So I was wrong. Let's go and show you the pretty. That one, you know, sometimes they don't transfer super well because like the whole bottom part with the grave and everything and the green is gone. And that would have looked really cool, but you know, it is what it is, and it's not like the part of the artwork that I absolutely must have or need. So as much as I love it. Whoops, that's going. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, this one, I was just like, no, I don't actually have this one. It's actually very different, and it is a must-have for me. I love Becca Tyndall's artwork. I don't always pick up her artwork, but I love it. So it's not like a must-have all of her artwork. Oh, this is a very soft canvas. Ooh, they definitely vary canvas-wise on how soft they are, and this is like a very, very soft one. So let me, oh my gosh. Does this need to be my next autumn kit up? Because I'm doing my year of autumn / Halloween paintings for the year. I have to have one kitted up at all times. It was like my goal. I might even transfer it into next year because I'm still not done with that autumn Halloween feel. But I might have to do this one. Oh, that is rolling out really funky. I might have to do this one next. There's so many, I have so many autumn Halloweens that it's hard to, oof, this is gonna struggle. There we go. See, I can maybe zoom out just a little bit more. Not a whole lot, but I'll just move it around a little bit so you guys can see all of it. You see this part a little bit more up close too. Those pinks, guys. Okay, I need to look at the drill packet with this. Oh, almost lost you guys, sorry. Oh my gosh. This one's in there a little looser than others. Look at that! So many bright colors. It's not even actually very autumny. I don't know if that'll scratch my autumn itch because there's all sorts of other colors too. That is so pretty. This is one that I would have to start from like one side or the, like I could not do bottom and then come up to the top. I would want to work on all of it at the same time. So I would like come this way. Do it that way with this one because you kind of have to, so you keep getting the other side of the painting. It really is 2 paintings in one. That is so gorgeous. Man, I don't know if I watched, yeah I did. Katie did this one. So I did watch the sneak peek of this one. Yeah, so pretty. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fairy dust, and 1, 2, 3, ABs. Let's see if we can find all of these. I love that color. I love all these colors. There's a lot of really good colors in here. So, oh, I'm already seeing a fairy dust right here. Let's go ahead and look at that. Sorry, I keep bumping you guys. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see this one because it's a little more subtle. Can you see that? There we go. Ooh, it's actually not that subtle. Well, yeah, it is, kind of. That one's a little more subtle. There's a big chunky bag of that one though. And that is going to be the E, lowercase e symbol. Let me show you where that goes. That is all over in the sky here. In the purple sky, all over in there. That is that one right there. I can see why they had a lot of specials in this one. You kind of have to because you're charting for 2 different color palettes, like 2 different paintings practically. And then right here, I'm already seeing an AB, this orange AB. That one's used a lot because it does a really good job. So that one is the 3, ooh, got a rub drill, the 3 dots symbol. And that's all over here in the pumpkins and here in the greenery on the ground. It's a fairly large amount. Okay, I'm seeing it here in the sky, all along there, and then the greenery, that's the orangery up here. It's not really orangery. Anyway, over there, I mean, it's called greenery, so if it's orange, then it's orangery, right? That makes sense in my head. So in the orangery, in the pumpkins, and in the sunset is gonna be that beautiful orange AB. Let's see what else I can find here just by glancing. I see another fairy dust. And there's this really pretty pink fairy dust, which is not very subtle. You can totally see that one. I might zoom in for you still. Fairy dust just look prettier when you can zoom in. That is so pretty. Yeah, that one's a vibrant one. That's a chunky bag too. And I'm going to guess that its counterpart is going to be, like the counterpart of the purple is going to be up in the sky. So that's going to be an, is that an X symbol? Yeah, that's the X symbol. And I see that, yep, here, just like I thought, up in the sky, this lighter pink color everywhere in the sky. Over there, over there. That's going to be so pretty. Ah, I love it. I love the 2 different skies. You're getting 2 skies. You're getting 2 completely different feels. These have to be some of my all-time favorite kits. This is going to be so much fun. Okay, I found another green as fairy dust color, and it is green. That's a little more subtle. So I'm going to guess that's, yes. Okay, ooh. So that is a very vibrant green, and that is there. It's here in the doorway, but it's also up here. So I love that that ties the 2 paintings together. And just enough where the sun is kind of glinting off the greenery this time in the landscape up there. And then this is just a block of it. That's gonna be so much fun to do. Interestingly enough, this is a lot more color blocking at the bottom and a lot more confetti at the top. So that's just interesting. But the whole thing, surprisingly, very high color blocking. This will actually go fairly quickly. This is gonna be a fun kit to do. I actually really love confetti. But every once in a while, it's nice to get a big kit that is color blocking because you just feel accomplished as you're going through it. But then it is over faster, so that's kind of sad too. Okay, we are missing a yellow fairy dust, which I think I just found. Yep, there it is. So there's a yellow fairy dust. And then another AB somewhere. Is it a white AB? Yeah. So there's that yellow fairy dust. Whoop. Okay. And that one is, it's a W symbol. I don't see any yellow down here, so I'm going to guess it's up here. Oh yes. So there's here, that's not that small of a bag. Where's the rest? Oh, in the pumpkins. Okay, there is some in the sunset right up here. So lots in that sunset. And then in the orangery up there. Not a huge bag, so that makes sense. And then, so we have a blue fairy dust that we're missing here still. Did I do a blue fairy dust? I don't think I did. It's like a very lighter blue fairy dust. Oh, no. It looks like it, but it's not. It's actually a mint green and I love it. I love that fairy dust so much. Let's zoom in and look at it. Oh my, that's perfection. It's perfection. I love it. Oh my gosh. I do have a favorite fairy dust though that I did in Satura. And it's almost like a sea glass green, and that was my favorite fairy dust. This will probably be second. That one is, oh yeah, okay. It's just a square, and that is right here along. It's not a huge amount, but all along here. That might be my last place to do, because I'm gonna work on that. I think this might be I'm gonna make a last square here, and then maybe make that owl or the squirrel also last squares, because those are cute. Probably the owl. The little tractor too, guys, look at the tractor. Oh my gosh, this is only the third painting. I have so many more to do, I need to move on. Okay, but I think that's it for the fairy dust. And then we just have a white AB, which now I'm seeing right here. Everybody knows that at this point what a white AB looks like. And I'm seeing that here, and up there on the owl, and the moon is outlined in it. And that is where the white fairy dust, or the white AB is. Guys, this is so pretty. Let me turn it sideways again for you, because I feel like with these longer kits, that's kind of the way to do it. It's so much fun. I should do pan overs, but honestly, I'm going to have to, this is going to be so long and take so long to do as is, that it's going to be hard to, take my camera on and off of the stand to be able to do that. So I'm not going to do that, but anyway, I'm going to pause here and put this away because I got to go get my next set of kits. Oh my gosh, I totally miscounted. I was counting my friend's Victorian Moth too, which by the way does still say Rosy Scribbles at the bottom. So that's interesting. But yeah, I was counting hers, I think, her new release, and then I think I was counting one of my, I did get a couple on D-Stash. So the one I think I was counting in my head was Ocean Hat by Yume Art, which I could not get out of my head. So when the release date, or when the, they had 25% off, so I was like, all right, now's the time to pick it up. So I did. But let's look at the next one. So total, I have 9 new releases to show you. So not 10. Just, yeah, so you know. So you're not like, well, I'll put it on the thumbnail and stuff like that, but at the beginning of the video I say 10, and then you're gonna be like, didn't you just say 9? So, although that is the beginning of the video, so if you don't get this far, you won't know that, and you'll just think I'm a crazy person, which you probably already do anyway, but anyway, let's move on. So we have right here, Flower Child. Oh my gosh, the colors in this is so cool. So artistically, it's incredible. I don't know how I feel about the antennas right there, but I'll just chart them out. But it is beautifully done, and I love the idea of it. This is Geneva Bowers. Her artwork is incredible, and she does also represent a lot of people of color too, which is wonderful to see. So this is a 69.9 and by 72.9. I noticed I did get some big ones, but I did also get, like, most of the rest of these are going to be fairly snack size. There's one more big one. So really the only big ones I had were the first one I showed you, which wasn't even mine. It was the cemetery one. And then the moth is kind of bigger, I guess, but not like huge. And even then, even the cemetery one wasn't that big. Wow, this is for a gorgeous one. I've already seen these because I opened them up for my vlog and I saw that I got all bronze, but still, it's fun to look at again. It's so very pretty, and that matches the artwork really well to have that sheen on there. So I think I forgot to show you the original artwork on some of the other kits, but this is the original artwork right here. And then the color palette. Ooh, I have a feeling, is that the 369 that I saw on the other kit too? On the Becca Tyndall? I hope so. Oh, I should have taken these out because I like to put them in the, oh, I'll start doing that now before I forget. So I'm gonna have to do that with the other ones now. I like taking out the cards and saving them in a portfolio thing that I have. It's more like, what do we call the portfolio? I don't know, it's like a Pokemon card holder binder thing. So anyway, Yeah. Oh, what I was saying earlier was that I got, actually, there's one more large kit. And then for the most part, most of these are like medium kits. I wouldn't say I got any small ones. Oh my gosh, look at her. Oh my gosh. I know that she went fast. What were the first sellouts? I think it was this one. I know for sure it was the Bug that Katie Diamonds and Washi actually finished. I think she finished while she was out there retreat too. But she and Lindsay from Emeralds and Fairlights did a live countdown. So if you guys want to go watch that replay, try to remember to link it down below. If I forget, just tell me and I will put it in. But I tend to forget half the time. This one, I'm gonna have to pull this one back because it really got pulled up. Wow. Look at the colors on this one. Anyway, I absolutely love it. There's gonna be a lot of color blocking at the top, which I actually have learned to love. I've loved color blocking now. I never used to. I absolutely love it now. And not just because it goes faster, because it's fun. It's fun to make little patterns in, and then yeah, part of it is that it goes faster. But is this complete? No, this isn't complete square. What did I just say? It's pretty close. 69.9 by 72.9. I don't know if Diamond Art Clip can get wider than 69.9 this way. I think that's as big as they can get. So they might just not have any that could get wider than that. So yeah, wow. Look at the colors. Oh my gosh. So many wonderful colors. And that is like a stark white. Let's pull this open. I really can't talk when I do that because it just really overpowers my voice and it's grating, at least to my ears, when I go back and listen to it. And I don't want that to be your ears too. Oh my gosh. Usually this is like a fairy dust. Because I see this 3865 as a fairy dust more often than I see it as a plain white. But it is, I think, just their plain white color. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what? 6 fairy dusts and 3 ABs. It's really cool. Oh my gosh. I might want to add something to the wings a little bit. I might find something. I mean, I'm sure it's decked out perfectly, but sometimes it's just fun to make it your own. Yeah, that looks so good. It's so pretty. And the only thing I have, and this is nothing against the art itself. It's beautiful. I love the artistic choice. But me personally, I think I will just chart out the antennas, which would be super easy. You just chart it to be what the colors that are around it, and it'll be easier to just erase, especially since it's square. You can't really do that with a rounds, like to put that purple antenna part up there, to put white there. If it was rounds, you'd see the purple behind it. With the square, especially with Diamond Art Club's grid being so close together, it won't matter at all. Okay, let's start looking for these specials. I'm seeing right away this purple AB, which is so pretty. I'll zoom in for you guys. Yeah, that's a pretty lilac purple. Okay, let's see where that one is. It is the up arrow, and I'm seeing it here, all over here, all over there in those flowers, and here on her sleeve. This is a lot of color blocking in some places, but a lot of confetti in the floral area. So when there's confetti and specials, it can be kind of hard to find it. But here in the floral and her hair, that's a pretty big bag. Okay, no, that's not it. Do I see some in the wings? I don't see any in the wings. But actually looking at that is a lot of different places. So that, I guess that would make sense. If not, you're gonna have a lot of that AB left over, which is gorgeous. Oh, a little bit there. Nope, not there. Okay, let's come over here and look at more of these. I just want to show you the color palette over and over again. It's so pretty. Okay, seeing a yellow fairy dust. Weird bottom right there. Yeah, that's pretty. It kind of has like a peachy tone to it. It's looking really yellow on camera. I'll see if I can fix that. It's really more of a peach tone. Man, in general, this just looks different, the color palette, than it's looking. It's a lot more pastel in real life than it's showing up on camera. But usually when I go in and fix it, I can get it to be a little closer. So that is this 2 parallel line symbol, and I see it here, over there, here, here, here. Her sleeve has quite a bit. There's some in that flower up there. Some in the wings over here. Here and here. Over there. And here in these little poppy things. Here in her shoe, which I absolutely love her shoes. They're so pretty. Over there, did I already show that part? There's some over here. Yeah, that's a fairly big bag. And then next, I am seeing, is this another fairy dust right here? Yeah, this is a pink fairy dust. A lot of fairy dust, guys. I think we saw this on another kit. That one is the anchor symbol. And I'm seeing it here. I think I saw a lot of it up here. I remember actually seeing a lot of that. Where did I see that? Why am I struggling to find it? And I can't even find the spot that it was. I already found a spot and I've lost it. What does it look like again? Oh, okay, it's more pink than I was thinking. What happened to it? I just had it. What? It disappeared on me. Okay, here it is. Oh, it looks a little more purple on canvas. That's why I'm struggling. Okay, now I'm finding it quickly. Here it is. Sometimes you just have to get your eye trained to be able to see it, and it has more of a purpley tone to it. And here, I was thinking I'd seen it in the wings at some point. Lots of it over here on this side. A little bit right there, here in her sleeve. A little bit here, here. Big splotch of it over here and here. On the ground. In her shoe, Did I already get this part right here? And this part right here. Pretty. Yeah, I'm sure I'm missing pieces, but that's in general where that is. And then there's a blue AB. Let me see if I can find that one quickly, because that one looks like it should be easy to find because it's a darker, or not AB, fairy dust. But I'm actually, oh, okay, sorry. Nope, that's not. Sometimes, their drills are so shiny, sometimes I get confused in which one's fairy dust and which one's not. So here is another AB though. It's a blue AB, and I've seen that in a lot of paintings before. And I'm seeing blue AB. There's not a lot of that one. I can't describe that symbol, but it's this one right here. And I see that one a little bit right here and here. And some of the wing tips, like there's some here, here, there, and here, and here. A little at the tip. A little bit right here. A little sparkle. Right here and here, here, here. And I would imagine that's about it for amount-wise, which makes sense because there wasn't a whole lot of that one, but it's gonna be really pretty. So that's, okay, did the orange AB, right? Yeah, no. Which one? Yeah, I did the orange AB. Did I show you guys the orange? No, I didn't show the orange AB. This is the orange AB. And I think I showed you the purple one that's right next to it. So I think I got a little confused. The really pretty orange AB. That is the minus symbol, and it's here, here, here. Quite a bit of that one here. Big splotch of it there and there. Here in the tennis shoe. Tennis shoes are getting lots of blingy love. A little bit right there. Here, up in her hair and the flowers along the wings. The wingtip up there has it. All right here in the wings. And a little bit right here in her shirt. And the butterfly. I don't know if that's a butterfly going by or if that butterfly is on her shirt. And that is it for that color. Now we need a, you know, I don't know if that, okay, there's an orange fairy dust too. So I need to find that one, which I think I just did. So here's the orange fairy dust. A lot more subtle. Let's zoom into that one again. See that one? That is gorgeous. So that one is going to be the X symbol. Oh, don't come hard on me. We've come so far. No. There you go. Stay. So X I'm seeing here. Little splashes here and here. And that butterfly's full of them. These flowers up here and then the tops of her hair. Over here in the wings. Over there in the wings. Here, her, and her. And everywhere that I'm pointing. Not right there. Right here. Her tennis shoes. I just love it. Her tennis shoe right here especially is getting a lot because I think the light is coming from this direction a bit more. And that's it for that one. Big splotch of it right here in her hair. I can't remember if I showed that to you or not. And then, wow, I bump you guys so much with this setup. Got all the ABs now at this point. Oh, I'm still looking for 2 fairy dust colors. One's like a mint green looking thing, which I think I found here. Is it? Yes. Okay, it's not the same mint green, I don't think, as the other one. No, please. Work with me. Okay. This is a naughty bag of drills. It does not want to stay. It wants to be free. Look how pretty that one is. Is that the same one as the other one? I don't remember. It's very similar and very beautiful. Oh, I love mint green. Okay. And that one is the diamond shape. It's the same symbol as the other one, so it might very well still be, because I've noticed sometimes the symbols will stick with the drill color for quite a while, and then they'll change it up, but I'm seeing that here and here. Oh, a really good, beautiful patch on her tennis shoes. Do we need to make her tennis shoes the last thing we do? Because they're really pretty. Then here and here and here. A little bit here. A little bit right there. Did I get this part right here? And that's a smaller bag. That's all I'm seeing. I'm not seeing any more up there. Okay. And then next is I gotta find this blue fairy dust color, but it looks like it's a darker blue. Okay, while I'm looking, the other day, since this is kind of a haul and chat, so the other day I did find we went over to where my dad has land, and it's along the lake. And it is so pretty. It has like a really pretty view of the lake, but it's not right on the lake. You have to hike down to get to it because it's super, super steep. And so we decided we wanted to hike down. Well, when you hike down to the one area, there wasn't a trail there earlier, so you couldn't make it all the way down to the water. But this time we were able to make it all the way down to the water. No, I don't want you to come apart. Stop it. Oh, I found it. Okay, well, let me finish my story and then I'll show you. And when you go down, I wish we would have gotten video of it and I would have put it in my vlog. Why are you doing this to me? Oh my gosh, guys. There you go. Okay, I'll deal with it later. So, yeah. Anyway, and there's like this cool, like we swam probably a quarter of a mile to get there, but there's like this, so the shore is going like this, and it's all rocky and super steep, but then we just swim along it, but because it's like shallow on the one rock area, it's easy to just go take a break and stand on a rock. So that's what we were able to do. But there's like this big rock formation that has a hole in the middle, but it's flat, so you can stand in it. But the water was still rising, so we realized based off the water line that if you made it up to this one part, it would, you'd actually be able to swim through it. And it's not very wide, like it's maybe like this wide, and then you just swim through it like that. And so we want to go back and actually swim through it at some point. Okay, sorry, I just had to finish that story. And I'm gonna struggle with these drills. But you can see right here, I'm gonna zoom in. No, no, bad. You can see the drills right there. That was a really, I haven't seen this color of fairy dust before. I maybe might have on some of my months of the year mini dazzles that I've been doing. I don't, that might be a lost cause. So this is the star symbol. This is the last one. I see it here, and there, here, See any more in her shoe? Yeah, I think the shoe might have like every single speckle in it, at least that shoe. I see it, oh, tons in the wings. And this wing in particular, and this one up there. Tons of it up there. Yeah, lots in her wings. Lots in her sleeves and clothing. Little bits and pieces here. Right here, it's doing some pretty sparkles in the shadows. There and here. Very, 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 very gorgeous. Hey, shoe fly. Shoe. There's a fly over there. And he might be our friend today. Maybe I shouldn't shoo him off. He wants to see the beautiful paintings too. Okay, let's see if I can manage this. Like, what in the name of the is going on? What? Okay, there we go. I think that's where my issue was before. Guys, I did it. Okay, I'm impressed. I've impressed myself. That doesn't happen very often. So, yeah, lots of birthdays this month is kind of what I was saying. We're gonna do this one. Go this way. Somebody goes this way. Go this way. We're gonna pretend it goes this way. Struggle bus with this one. Why? Anyway, okay. Okay, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. There we go. Okay, anyway, lots of birthdays in the month of June, which is always a fun time. It's just been so nice to have it be nice and hot so we can go down and swim. But other times it's not nice because we don't have AC in this house. So when it gets hot and it's a little bit miserable. And so Katie, if you're watching this, and Kate and Michaela, but Katie especially, because I know she hates it when it's hot. She hates being hot. Because we're talking about, like, one of these days they need to come out and visit me out here and come swim on the lake and stuff. We do have AC units, though, that can go in the windows for sleeping. So we need to do that. But, because it does get very hot here. But that's why we just go jump in the lake. There's even times where I'll go jump in the lake, like, as it's getting bedtime, so that I can just cool down enough to sleep. So today is one of those days it's super hot. So another reason I didn't do like face-to-face, because I just am like hot. And I think that, I don't know, I feel like my face gets shiny when it's hot. So I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. You guys are gonna see my hands. Okay, and the next one. So excited about this one. I'm going to guess you guys would guess, if you've been following my channel, that this would be one that I would do. Ah, look at her eyes. Oh my gosh. Her whole face is rendered so perfectly, Kate. Oh my gosh. That is so incredible. It's such a small face in comparison to the rest of the painting, and it's gorgeous. So I think this is the biggest kit I picked up. Like me personally, 70 by 97 centimeters. Oh, so they do get bigger. They do 70. I don't know if I've ever seen anything that's wider than 70 though. I'm very curious about that. Let's see. I want to see the sticker sheet and everything. Like I said, bronze. So pretty. I love the mint greens. I love this one's going to be very stark. You're going to have those very dark colors in the background, but then you're getting a lot of these really bright colors too. So we do have, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that there is an iridescent or crystal in here. And then no bees. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 fairy dust colors. So I'm excited to see that. I'll put this over here. That back in there so I don't accidentally forget it. Okay, if I had trouble with the other drills, I didn't struggle with the cemetery one. Oh, that's because I didn't take it out, huh? All right, well, do I want to take these drills out? But it's all fairy dust. Those are hard to pick out. Oh my goodness. But interesting, so the colors in the background might be like dull colors, but they're beautiful dull colors. Like we're gonna have to do this one backwards. And that's what I love. I love contrast. So these bright green, mint greens that are everywhere, and contrasted with all the deep, not jewel tones, they're definitely muted colors. I wouldn't call these jewel tones. They're muted, but they're like muted jewel tones, like these purples and everything like that. And like in the books and stuff. Woo, we cannot get this whole thing here. The other one was I was able to because it was a landscape, and this is a portrait style. Those, I love the potions. Those are so cute. Let's pull this out a little bit. That'll help. It'll help with the glare at least a little bit. What's going on here? Why are you still folding? Stay. Naughty wrapper. Naughty plastic. Okay. No. Okay. Oh, you know what? Good enough. Yeah, I'm going to do the other side too now, because now it's wonky on this side in comparison. I already see where the iridescent is. I'm sure a lot of you guys, oh, hi, fly friend. I'm sure a lot of you guys watched all these sneak peeks with the weeks coming up, or the days coming up to the anniversary sale, because everyone wanted to know where all the specials were and stuff like that. Not all of them got here in time to watch them, but still. Wow, she's so pretty. I love her dress. I want her skirt. I want it. I want to wear it. And then I love the shirt with the white shirt. I love mint green and white together. They always go well together. And then her eyes matching perfectly with her dress. That's going to be stunning. I might have to do that part last, but I kind of want to do the feather last, because that I'll just give away right now is where all of the iridescent drills are. Are they here in that? So they're not even in the candles or anything like that. Just all here. So I'm going to point that out right there because it's there. And wow. Okay. Let me see. Would it be better? Do you guys like seeing it better this way? I mean, it's working. I just feel like I can see a lot more of the painting if it's sideways. I know I've had a few comments saying to show it the long ways. This one's really long though, and I'll be able to point out the specials better with it sideways, but I'll move it back and forth here and there so you can see. But okay, let's look at the, yes, look at that. So pretty. Okay, this one's not packed tightly. I think I struggle the most when it's not packed tightly. Oh no, okay. I'm losing it already. But see what I mean by these neutrals are still so pretty. Like that's still a pink. And it's a neutral. Here's another pink. And there's a lot of browns, yeah, but like all these colored browns, like look at that pink here and that purple and that green. There's so many different colors in there despite them being neutral. They're just not neutral, but muted. I don't know. They're just gonna be a lot of fun to do. All of these books. That's actually quite a bit of color blocking. I was thinking it would be more confetti than it is, but it's actually quite a bit of line blocking especially. And line blocking is my favorite kind of color blocking because it's just fun. Cupboards, by the way, are really fun to do. I've noticed that with Breakfast Buddies. They're just really fun to do. Cupboards are really fun. And buildings and anything that has like a lot of line blocking like this. So let's start off with first our fairy dust, which we have 3 bags of. This is right in front because they do it in DMC order. Let me zoom in. 3813. That's pretty. That's very similar to the other fairy dust we saw in a couple of other paintings, but it's like a little bit more bluish tone rather than the green. And that I already know is going to be all over her dress. It's like the wand symbol, and it's this kind of mid-tone here, like whatever this tone is right here, wherever you see that, that's there. And her hat all over up there, and it's actually in the greenery everywhere because the greenery is mint as well. So, it's everywhere. It's beautiful. A little bit right here in the potion too. Yeah, I'm going to have a blast doing this one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, and then next we have I know this was a smaller amount one. Is that it? Yeah. Can you see that one right there? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, kind of. You can kind of see that one. That one is the E symbol, and it's here in the flames. I actually have some crystal AB that I got from DP with Sparklers that I want to put in. They're so pretty in flames. I don't know if it'll be overpowering in this painting because it's a little bit more neutral, but I think it'll be great. Anyway, so I'm going to use that in there in place of the E's instead. So yeah, I want to do that. Okay, and then next I see this white fairy dust, which there are 2 bags of. We've all seen white fairy dust, so I won't zoom in there. But that white fairy dust is also here in the dress, in her shirt, all over in the candles here, and then her hair, in the highlights of her hair, and then on the tips of her hat, and a little bit on her nose and cheeks. She's gonna have a little bit of that fairy dust. And then next we have, there's 4 fairy dusts, so we are needing 1 more. It's like a blue fairy dust. Oh, I see it right here. There's 2 bags of that one. Holy cow. Okay, let's see if I can get this in without losing this bag of drills. Ah, I'm losing it. Oh, and then they snuck down on me after all that work. There we go, you can kind of see them. That one is the, oh shoot. That's not the oh shoot symbol. Oh shoot, because I'm losing it here. No! This is gonna be called the Battle of the Bags. Yeah, that's the name of this video, the Battle of the Bags. So that one is the lowercase n, and it's all over the plants. Oh my gosh. Her dress is gonna be like all fairy dust, because there's this mint green fairy dust, and then there's this lighter mint, more blue mint green that is the other part of her dress, and here, and in her hat, there is so much fairy dust on her. It's going to be gorgeous, and then in the greenery as well. Oh my gosh. So there's so many specials in those bright spots that are gonna be a lot of fun to do, and then the books are gonna be so much fun to do too, because of all the line blocking and stuff like that. Oh, I forgot to point out, there's some fairy dust right here. The white fairy dust. And this greenery has it too. And then we have we don't have any ABs, so we just have that crystal drill. So I just need to find that one. I'll flip it over. Oh, I see it. Those are easy to spot. But I don't know, it's dug in there deep. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, can we see this? Can you see that? No, not easily. Oh my gosh, okay, well, it's done is done. Let me zoom in. You see it? Oh, I love iridescent drills. And Diamond Art Club's iridescent drills do have the 20 facets like the other squares do, instead of the, like anytime you get crystal drills from any other company, I've noticed, or from any of like DP with Sparklers, they're still absolutely gorgeous, but they're not the 20 facets that Diamond Art Club has. And that is highlighting all around the feather and the sparkles on the feather, which is gonna be so cool to see that. I can't decide if I want to do her face last or the feathers last, or like a big patch of the dress last, because I love all the colors in the dress. Oh, by the way, she does have a fairy dust in her eye. Just the one eye. Gonna have a fairy dust. I don't think I pointed that out, but yeah, this one is called, what is it again? Levitating Spell. And it's so pretty. I love it. Okay, let's start putting these drills away. I hope that this one goes a little bit better. I need to pay more attention to how they go in, so I don't have to struggle with it every single time. I don't know if this is fun for you guys, or if you want me to skip this part next time. It might either be stressful or entertaining that I struggle with this. Let's see, I think it goes like this. I think the bag of drills goes like this. Yes, that was not that bad. Perfect, okay. Sorry for the crinkling ahead of time. Yeah, whoa guys. She's so pretty. All right, let me turn her this way one more time for you, because I think I zoomed out better. Yeah, no, it still worked better the other way. but at least you get a little bit more, like it's not sideways. Yeah, that's gonna be so pretty. Wow. The green in this. I love Rita Kanya's, I don't know what you call them. It's more of like a room painting. I mean, or landscape, I suppose. I don't know, like I just finished my cottagecore witch. And it's a witch sitting down reading a book with a lot of ducks around. There's a cottage in the background and some mountains and lots of flowers and a little sleeping cat on a log. And it was my absolute favorite diamond painting that I've ever done. So that doesn't technically count as a room painting, but it is like an item painting. Even though it's a landscape, there was a lot of different items to paint in it, and it was so much fun. I definitely had a blast with that one. And not all of Rita Kanya's are like that. There are some that I have that are not the room or item painting ones that are kind of more just like a portrait style. They're not as, I mean, they're still gorgeous, but they're not as like alluring to me as a diamond painting as much, just because I like doing items, but then usually they're not as large, so you do get a smaller one. That was definitely the biggest one that I got, but I don't shy away from doing big diamond paintings. I know eventually I will probably burn out of them and want to do only small ones, but I've noticed if I can do a mixture of both, if I can have smaller ones, medium ones, and bigger ones out, then I don't struggle as much. Still made it bulge a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, next one. These are getting into some definite smaller kits. This one, I mean, okay, this is not small. This one, okay, I already showed you. This one surprised me how much I absolutely wanted this one. Is this the kind that opens up like this? No, it's not. I just broke the box. Dang it, Court. Okay, we're gonna struggle with this one a little bit. Because this one, I don't know why, the box is just meh. But okay, this one's called Never Alone by Ines Guerrero. It's my first Ines Guerrero. She's so talented, and I love her artwork, but it's not always something that I would gravitate towards diamond painting. But oh my gosh, look at the colors that are gonna be in here. It is neutral, but it's all the neutrals that I love. Look at the stained glass up here, might be my last thing that I do. Plus, grumpy cat. I mean, I had to have her. Look at the grumpy cat. And look at all the like lighter colors that you're seeing here everywhere. Let's pull out the actual kit so I can show you. Ooh, feels nice to have something a little bit lighter. It's still on the larger side. It's like a medium larger side. The treasure quest card on this one doesn't quite do it justice because it's more neutral. It is still beautiful. There you go, all the different colors. Yes, 62 colors in this thing. I believe it. There were a lot more. These are the neutrals that I absolutely love doing. Out of this kind of neutral. Let's move that to the side. And let's pull this out. Anyway, I'd love to know if you guys have any plans for summer coming up. Are you guys going to be going on any vacations? Do you have fun 4th of July plans? We love watching we used to go to Greg's parents' house all the time for 4th of July when we live in Utah, because their place is so much more fun to be around in the 4th of July time. But we live much further away from them now, and we love it here for 4th of July now too. I mean, not that we didn't like we loved being around friends and stuff in 4th of July in Utah, but it just, like, the outside activities were so much more engaging over where they lived, and the outside activities here are much more engaging than where we lived before. And so we like going there for nostalgia reasons, but his parents are going to be here at that point, so it's like they'd just get here and then we would go to their house. Like, I don't know, I'm sure it wouldn't be a big deal, but I think I prefer to stay here this year. I love being here, especially for 4th of July. Last year we watched the fireworks over the lake, and it was just amazing. Let's get this down here. Oh, very fun. Okay. The grumpy cat with his face. He's so crabby. He's like, yeah, I'm being snuggled against snuggle right now. Don't even look at me or I will stretch your face off. Oh, it's so cute. There's so many pretty colors in this. I am loving the pinks here. I love these kind of just neutral greens and pinks and tans in the stained glass there. Those curtains are going to be so fun to paint. Her hair is going to be fun to paint. Since her hair is straight instead of curly, like a lot of, it seems like a lot of the portrait girls that I've done have curly hair and it's a lot of confetti, but that's going to be a lot of line blocking. That's going to be really fun. The windows are definitely high confetti. The cat is insanely confetti, but you're getting blocks of color blocking here. What is this right here? Is that a rock? I'm confused. I gotta look at that. No, yeah. Okay, I'm confused by the artwork just a little bit because I'm trying to figure out if that's a rock or not. I think it is. I think it's a rock inside, or is it just a bed? I don't even know. I don't know, but it's pretty. I like the colors in it. And yeah, so pretty. I love how her hat has some leaves, and then there's leaves down here. And oh my gosh, I didn't even notice the crow. I mean, I knew it was there, but I forgot about it until just now. Look at those colors, guys. This is so gorgeous. This is a lot of pinks and mauves, which I really love working with. I'm very picky about my pinks. I really like the color pink. Like, I truly love pink, but I'm picky about them, and they have to be, even the bright pinks I still have a great time with, but these, like these purpley pinks, these mauves, these, oh, that's a pretty fairy dust I already found. Like these pinks here, where they're a little bit more on the reddish tone pinks, those are my favorite kind, and I just really, really like that. And then the mauves that are more the purple tone, rather than, no, I really like orange pinks too. What am I thinking of? I love all pinks. I love them all, but I just really like this color palette. I'm going on forever. I'm gonna move on. So let's start with this fairy dust right here, since I already found it. I have not seen this fairy dust to date. I've never seen this before. I don't even think I've unboxed this one before. It's a little more subtle. But I'm seeing that, ooh, which one is that one? I think it's this bottom one with the up symbol. Let me see, I might need to find the other fairy dust colors just so I don't mix them up. Here's the other fairy dust color. Yeah, so that's the lighter color, or this is the lighter color. The other one was the more mauve look. So I'll point those out at the same time. So that kind of more pinkish one is this diamond, and then the up symbol is the more mauve color. And I'm seeing the up here in the curtains and here, and then some streaks of it in her hair, a little bit more in the curtains up there. And then that diamond symbol I'm seeing here in her hair, here in her hair, lots of streaks of it in her hair. And that's the only place I see it is in her hair, which makes sense because that was a very small amount. So the next I see we're gonna have some gray fairy dust. I might need to grab some water. So I see this lighter gray. We'll do these at the same time. This lighter gray fairy dust. That one's a lot more subtle. But I saw this one almost right away. This is a darker gray fairy dust, and it is very easy to see that one. That was pretty. I think I worked with both of those in my cocktails diamond painting that I did in March for the March Madness, the mini DP Madness. That was so much fun to do. But I see that is the clover symbol and the J. The clover is the lighter one, and it's here. And here. That one's really easy to pick out. There's a couple spots of it right there. And then all over in the stained glass. A little bit here, all over. Like, that's so much of it. That light's coming in, making that's gonna be sparkly. And a little bit, just a little bit in splotches on the grumpy cat. He's so crabby. And then the darker symbol, like I said, was gonna be that J. And I see that here, outlining right here on her arm. A lot of this outlining here in her stuff. In the crow, ooh, which also has a little bit of clover. And then, or like that lighter color. And then a lot of it in the cat, in the grumpy cat. And Mr. Krabby Cat here, a little bit here. Some splotches there, a little bit right here on her shoe. And then let's look up here too. There's quite a bit of that color. Over here, it's a lot in the outlining of her hat, and in the curtain right there, I'm getting a little bit, just a little bit here in the window, but mostly the top part of the window where it's lighter. The window where it's lighter. Oh no, I already showed that too. That's where you're getting the lighter one, and then the darker one's coming down here in this window. So yeah, those are chunky bags of those. And then last one is an AB, and I don't know how I didn't find that right away, but it looks like it's a brown AB. I wonder if there's just a little bit of it. Usually ABs stick out pretty quickly. Is that another? Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's just a smaller amount. That is like a nice, very milk chocolatey AB. I see that is the symbol A. Let's see where it is on the canvas. Where are you? Am I seeing it in the leaves? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, it's in these autumn leaves. Yes. It's gonna be a really pretty spot. See if it's in the cat at all. There's really not a lot of that color. So yeah, just in the autumn leaves, just a little bit here and there to give it a little bit of a sparkle. Then I don't see it anywhere else. So that is that, which honestly, that's pretty chock full of some special drills, considering that it's a very neutral toned. Especially those grays are going to be everywhere, and that dark gray especially is going to be a lot of fun to work on because it really stands out. So gosh, this is so pretty. I'm so glad I got myself an Inich Guerrero. I always get a little bit creeped out by their eyes. I mean, that's the point. Like, she's so good at making them look so beautiful and yet so creepy. But this one is a little more toned down with the eyes, but she's still creepy, but in such a fun way. This is so pretty. I really love this one. Okay, I'm gonna put it back in here. I don't think I'll struggle with this one. This one didn't seem too bad. I didn't try to get away from me like the others did. We got it. I swear, guys, I don't mean to keep bumping you, but I am like, because I have it charged right now. I don't even need it in the charger anymore. I'm gonna move it down. There we go. I won't bump you as much now because I kept bumping the charger is the problem. Wait a second. That's not tight enough. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Hopefully. This one's already bulging and breaking out of its box, so we'll see if I can get it back. Give it a little bit of massage, flatten it out right there. Okay. Let's pull this out. Anyway, like I was saying, I'd love to know your 4th of July plans and your summer plans. We have zero desire to travel anywhere. Greg a little bit more so. I think he's ready for like he really likes all-inclusive vacations because they're just you know, you don't have to think about it or worry, you don't have to clean up after yourself. Like, I do love that, like not having to clean up after yourselves. And my kids have not really been on one for a while, but yeah, I don't know. We kind of don't have too much of a desire to leave here because summer months are when it's like the best here. Although we did have a lot of fun skiing this last winter, but the summer months here, we're just always outside and there's always swimming, there's always fun things to do. So it's kind of like, do we really want to leave during some of the best times, like the best months here? Okay, so this next one, I am dying. I love chickens. And this is an adorable chicken. He's so cute. So this is another, those last 3 were squares. I thought I got a lot of rounds, which I guess I did. 2 of my others were rounds, right? What are the last ones I got again that I showed you, the first 3? I think definitely the Moth was around. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I got more rounds than I did, but I really love Diamond Art Club Say rounds, like I said. But that's a really perfect medium-sized kit. I'm really excited to pull this out. Ooh, I don't love leaving the toolkits in there because they smash the canvases, which it's self-flattening, so it's not like it really matters, but it bothers me still to leave them like that, so I always take them out. But look at that. He's so cute. Well, it's not a he, it's a chicken, so they're always girls unless it's a rooster, so I don't know why I'm calling it a he. I know better than that. Anyway, I just think she's adorable. 3 fairy dust, 3 ABs in this one. So yeah. She's just doing her thing. She's got a little chickie. I'm excited to open this one up. It's gonna be very different than others that I've had. It gives me a little bit, Sandra Pie, it gives me a little bit of, what's the one that has all the gnomes that I really like? What's her name? I don't remember. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Okay. One of them is called Hocus Pocus Gnomes in Focus by... No, it didn't come to me. I thought it might. I either editing me will pop it up there or one of you guys will say it in the comments. Anyway, it just a little bit reminds me of her style, which I really like that style, so. It usually leans towards a heavier confetti kit, but I don't shy away from confetti. There's one of them, though. There are some, though, that I do a little bit shy from. And one in particular that I can think of is, no, so it's not Free to Roam. It's the other Chuck Pinson where it's the horses on the cliff. I love that artwork so much. But I could not bring myself to get it because it was huge. And it was so much confetti. It's beautiful. So I'm living vicariously through everybody else because I couldn't bring myself to grab that one. Because I love confetti, but holy mackerel, that was a lot of confetti. Guys, so pretty. I kind of want to do some quad cubes. Any excuse I have to work on quad cubes. Oh goodness, or put quad cubes in. I often will, but or even just nibbling a little bit on the chicken's face and stuff like that. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this one. I want chickens so badly, but we can't have chickens here at this house. So eventually when we get our own place, we will get chickens. Maybe I can convince about the chickens, but I would doubt it. And neither would I want to have chickens here, honestly, just because we are kind of closer to a busier road. Here's an AB right here I'm already seeing. So 3 ABs, 3 fairy dusts. That's a fun AB. Yeah, anyway, so, and they're little escape artists, and they're so, chickens have so much personality. People don't really get the chicken thing until they've had chickens or been able to actually be around chickens. They are chock full of their own little personalities. It's so much fun. I swear, God gave us chickens for entertainment and eggs. Okay, yeah, and eggs. I don't want to think about eating them, but I guess for eating them too. But really it's for the entertainment of their adorable personalities, which is really sad saying that now that we eat them. Well, the kind of chickens you get to lay eggs, you don't eat them, so whatever. Anyway, they're adorable and they're so much fun. That went down a sad turn. I'm not gonna eat you, I promise, you sweet thing. Oh, okay, erasing that. I probably won't do that because I'm lazy. But, and it's kind of funny. But, not the part about eating the chicken. That part is sad. Okay, we're moving on. I'm just digging myself into a hole. We're not going to eat you, don't worry. But that's the letter K, and it's here and here, and in the chicken here. It's kind of like this brighter yellow symbol, but that's very orangey, and it's all over. It's adorable little spots, and here, and all along its legs, or its feet. Has a little beak. Oh, it's smiling. It's a happy chicken. He says, I know. Why am I saying he? It's a girl, Courtney. Chickens are girls. She's saying, I know you're not going to eat me. You love me. I'll just give you lots of eggs and snuggle you and be funny. So right here is in the fairy dust, and that is this, I'm going to guess this lighter fairy dust color, which I'm seeing a sideways symbol for. I'm still bumping you. I'm tired, guys. I'm getting loopy. So I see it here. That's not a small bag. Okay, this chick has it. The flower has it. A little bit in the feathers over here. A little bit in the beak. And not the feet. That's about it on that one. Maybe not a huge bag. I'm not going to double check. But next, I see... You want a fairy dust? Yeah. So this blue fairy dust. Zoom in so you can see that one. That one has a really pretty blue coating on the top. I really like that. And that is the, I call it the tent symbol. So it looks like a tent with an entrance. Or maybe a mountain symbol. Whatever. It's in the flowers here. It's all along in the blue of the chicken. And here along, what is this, a flower pot? Yeah, this is like a big flower pot. It's in there. I'm seeing it down here. It's a pretty hefty bag. All along the ground here. And then in this pot here. And then the blue area up here in the house. A little bit in the splotches. So very pretty. Okay. Next I see, I should do an orange fairy dust and a green AB somewhere. We're missing, okay, pink AB too. Okay, I'm seeing a little bit of the, okay, here's the pink AB. Not a whole lot of that one. Very pretty though. And I see that square. Where are you, square? Nope. Okay, look at it again. What? It's not a square. What am I thinking of? That's not a square. That's this symbol right here. There it is. Okay, now different lens. I'm still not seeing it. Where are you? Maybe let's come up here and look at the flower. Maybe it's up here. Not that flower. Not in there. It's a mystery. Am I looking at the wrong one? No, that's the AB. There's not a lot. But where is it? Is it up here on the house? This doesn't happen very often where I can't actually find it. Well, I guess go find someone else's sneak peek. I know Crashly did this one. So if you want to see where she found that one, because I can't find it and I'm not going to take time to keep looking, except that I am still looking because I must find this drill color. Oh, I found it. There it is. It's a lot lighter than I was thinking it was going to be. Okay, so it's there. Okay, that's it. That's the only spot. Okay, no, it's not. There's a little bit in the, I forget what this is called. The frill? No. I forget what it's called, but it's there too. And then here. Okay, that's the only spot. All that work. Just kidding. It's a good spot. It's beautiful. Next I see this fairy dust color, which is, wow, that is a pretty fairy dust color. What does that remind me of? Starburst? No. Like, it's almost like a jelly. It almost has a jelly tone to it. I don't know if you've ever seen those jelly drills. And that is the tree symbol. It's here. All over up in here. That's kind of like one of those lighter pink colors. I'm seeing it in this pot here. This flower is covered in it, around it. A little bit there. And that is where you see that one. Yeah, that's a pretty one. I'm excited to use that one. And then next we have this green AB. Not a whole lot of that one. It's one that is commonly used. I'm using it right now in, oh no, it's not the same green AB in the kit I'm working on now. But it's not the same. The other one has a little bit more of an olive tone to it that I'm working with. But that is, it's like this it's like the tree symbol, but sideways. It's the fallen tree. It's the cut down tree. Man, I am morbid today. Poor tree, poor chicken. It's the sideways tree. So there's here and here in the greenery. And a little bit here in this green. I see it anywhere else? Little splotch of it in the chicken. And a little bit of green spots right there. And that is it for that one. Okay, did I get them all? I don't think I got an orange fairy dust. And then there's a white AB too. No, that's not an AB. There's only the 3 ABs. Oh, I got the orange. Okay, no, that's it. We're good. Okay. That is the chicken. Anyway, I'd love to have chickens. It's funny story. Let's get this in so it's not loud. Oh, you perfect little chicken. Your drill's went back in perfectly. There we go. So anyway, when we lived in Utah, we did have chickens for a little while. And I don't know what we were thinking. We got chickens like Greg is not a spontaneous, I mean, he'll do things spontaneously, but like he thinks before he does on a lot of things, which I suppose he was not as a child, according to everybody else who knew him as a child, but he does very much think, especially when it comes to getting new things, he thinks through them very well, which is a really good trait to have. But one time we went and we saw the chickens, and then we came home with chickens. And it was not I was all for it, but I'm a little bit more spontaneous on decisions like that. So he grounds me really well with stuff like that. But this time was him being like, let's get chickens. And I'm like, okay. And we did it. It was amazing. We got eggs and they were awesome. But I was pregnant at the time, or I think I didn't know I was pregnant at the time yet. But then I quickly found out that I was pregnant, and then we had chickens. So I couldn't clean out the poop, and so Greg had to be the one to do that, and he was like, oh, I don't like this. Oh, so much for making this one a surprise. I love it. I love it so much. Did you see how I have a lot of very varied kits? Like, I don't have all the same kits. I might have to show them all to you in one go. But anyway, yes, chickens. And they were terrible escape artists, or they were actually really good escape artists, but it was terrible because they kept escaping and causing ruckus. And there's a Facebook page for the for the neighborhood, and we'd get these like posts on Facebook saying someone's chickens on the road on this road, which I obviously won't say which road that is. And that was like, those are my chickens. And then so I'd be hobbling out there with a big belly getting the chickens, and then or once our baby was born, I was like, I can't do this anymore, so we gave them to some a friend who had a lot of chickens, and they were happily ever after, but we missed them. They were great chickens. So anyway, moving on from the chickens, Otter Friends. This is an Erica the Goober, and when I saw this one, I was like, yep, that one got me. It got me good. So pretty. Who got the sneak peek for this? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I think it was Mrs. Coffee. Here's is it Miss Coffee or Mrs. Coffee? I think it's Miss Coffee. I mean, I know she's married, but like Miss Coffee, I think is her channel name. But yes, whoa. This one has 5 fairy dusts, 2 ABs. Look at the colors. I love this one. It's such a fun mermaid one. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's open this up. Oh, come on. Tore right away. Okay, you're gonna be like that? Fine. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna put this back before I forget. I don't have a whole lot of mermaid kits. I have Mermaid Bedroom by Mrs. Butter D. I have the, I forget what it is, it's a Muni-Made mermaid. And then I think I have this. I think that's it for mermaids, which is crazy. Shay would be so disappointed in me right now because she loves mermaids. That's Shay, Crafting with Shay. I feel like I'm dropping a lot of names here. I'm not meaning to, or if I leave anyone out, I'm not meaning to. It's just as they come up to my mind, if it is relevant, I will be name dropping them. Speaking of, while I'm doing this, I do need to give an awesome congratulations. I think I said it in another video. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. All the colors are gorgeous. This might have to go rainy day stash. Okay, anyway, I think I said it in my vlog, but if not, I wanted to congratulate. I think I didn't because I wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally get the timing wrong and out her before she was ready to have her first sneak peek and talk about how she was a sneak peeker. But here we go. But yes, There we go. Okay, I can't do that and think at the same time. Anyway, congrats to Ashley or Messy Girl Crafts because she is now officially a sneak peeker with Diamond Art Club, which is amazing. And then, I didn't miss someone else, did I? I know that, oh good gracious. I know that Alyssa, the diamond painting accountant, is, gonna do something with them, and I don't think it's a sneak peek. I think it's something else like modding or something like that. So congratulations to her too. And yeah, that's really awesome. So congrats to both of them. They're both really amazing people. Okay, and creators, let's see. Let's go and pull these out. This is a round drill kit. I love the new rounds, but I really love squares still. So I kind of wish this was a square. But at the same time, I'm just really glad that it's a round because those are fun. It is fun to change it up and do a round every once in a while. Sorry, you probably can't hear me when that's going. Oh, look at that. These colors are perfection. Do I really only have one more after this? I feel like I'm missing a kit. How do I forget kits? I don't know, maybe I'm not. Anyway, two giant bags of this fairy dust, which is really pretty. Sea mint green. That is just so sparkly. It's really easy to see that one. Sorry for the glare. I know. I'm trying. I can't figure out the lighting. Maybe I'll take some tips if you guys have them. But that one is this. It's showing up as really blue right here. This U. And that is this very light blue in all of the background because the light is coming in from there, up from above into this little pocket of seaweeds where she has her Otter Friends, and that is so pretty. There's gonna be so many beautiful specials I'm gonna love working with in this one. Okay, and then I'm already seeing another fairy dust right here. That is a really fun, I think I had this fairy dust with my Rose Library kit, but it was obviously, there you go. But that was obviously a square. Well, maybe it's not obvious, but that one was a square and this is a round. So it's cool that I get to work with the rounds. That is the plus symbol and it's in the seaweed. It's that very light green, not this light one, but the next tone down is here. And then a little bit in the greenery in her hair. Pretty, pretty. Okay, and then I am seeing next, where do I see? Okay, I see an AB right here. This is a darker pink AB and then a lighter pink AB. So let's do those together. And that's X and then the little corner symbol with a dot in it, which is, X is here. It's here all over this. I'm seeing it here in her tail. Lots in her tail, lots in her, just her body in general. And then I also see that other AB, which is the darker one in the darker part of her tail here. So I'm seeing it, this shiny part right there. And do I see that anywhere else? I do not. So that's just shining right there, looking beautiful. And then so those are our two ABs, and we have 3 of our fairy dusts that I showed. Did I already show the pink fairy dust? I don't think I did. Okay, this is a pink fairy dust right here. Nope, that's not. Oh my goodness. Is it right here? No. Is this it? Is that it? There it is. Just a small amount of this pink fairy dust. It's really subtle. That's one of the more subtle ones that I've seen. And that one is the triangle symbol, like a hollow triangle. Where are you? Man, I am struggling with some of these that are just really difficult to find where they go. Oh, there's some X here, by the way, that AB, that lighter pink AB. I did miss that. Where is that one? I would imagine it was in her tail based off of the color. Okay, yeah. Just little splotches of it here and there. Oh, here we go. So these little sparkles that are coming out on her tail, that is where this is. I love how like wavy the bottom part of her tail is. I don't know what that back part is called. Anyway, that's the only place, which makes sense because there's not a lot of that one. We do have a white fairy dust, which I did find is right here. And the white fairy dust I see right here highlighting her tail. It's all over. There's gotta be more than one of that. Just one? Okay, interesting. This is all over here in her tail. There, here, highlighting some bubbles, and lots in her hair, doing some highlighting, a little bit highlighting her otter friend, and not her eyes, but her earring has it. And then there's one more fairy dust color that looks like it's a peach color. Let's see if I can find that. Maybe it will let me find it. Maybe it wants to hide. Apparently it wants to hide. Oh, no. Okay, just a little bit of that one too. It's more of a tan goldish color. And that one I am seeing, so that is the heart symbol. Oh, it's in her little mermaid bra thing. So that is where that one is, and I don't see it anywhere else, so that is the one spot that I see that. Okay, beautiful. Oh my gosh, so many specials in this one. It's gonna be a blast to do. Wow. Yeah, okay, I'm excited for that one. I'm excited for all these, but there's something about the color palette of this one that is very, very beautiful to work with. Okay, I'm gonna start putting this away. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think I only have those 3 mermaids, which is kind of crazy because I actually really like mermaids. Do I have an Ariel one? How do I not have an Ariel one? I think I should have an Ariel one too. Anyway, if you want to go for mermaid kits, go to Shay's channel. She has lots of mermaids. I do not, but I want more. For whatever reason, it's just not the ones I always go for. That's it. I'm making it a point to have more mermaid kits. But this next one is so pretty. West Coast Ocean by Dakota Dateweller. I love a good ocean scene. This one's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very long. 101 centimeter, 0.8 centimeters by 50.6. So it's going to be skinny and long. But I took that out too. Anyway, I have a whole box full of these toolkits that I'm going to post, so keep an eye on that. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. This is the last one, by the way, guys. I'm pretty sure. I don't think isn't that ridiculous? I'm not sure how many I get. I don't know. I could have forgotten one, which is kind of ridiculous. Let's be honest. Look at all those blues. Yeah, that's pretty. And a lot of like really pretty pinks too. And a bronze, because all the ones I got were bronze. I'm really not mad about it though, actually. Oh no, I need to figure out where these go. Why did I do that? Okay, this one is Otter Friends. I'm gonna put that into Otter Friends. Anyway, what else was I saying? Oh, I love, okay, the West Coast Ocean especially. I really love both oceans. I've been to both. Like I've been to Outer Banks and I've been up somewhere in Connecticut, and then another one over near, actually that might be it, I don't remember. But the West Coast Ocean has my heart because there's this wildness to it. Oh, this is a chicken one. There's this wildness to it that you just can't, I don't know, you can't beat. I just love it. Plus sunsets, guys, sunsets. I am not a super morning person, so I don't get up to see the sunrise very often. It's all about the sunsets for me. So pretty. Okay, let's put this. Did I show this to you? No, yeah, I just did. Okay. Guys, this is the last one and it's late and I'm getting kind of loopy. I'm not gonna do that again. I'm gonna make sure it goes in there. So let's go ahead and look at this last one. My stomach keeps growling. I'm kind of hungry, so. There was one time I was doing a video, my stomach was growling so loudly, and I was like, it probably won't pick up on camera. And then I go to the editing portion of it all. Oh my gosh, this is rounds too. I go to the editing portion, I'm like, oh, you can totally hear my stomach, so you might be able to hear it, it's growling. I don't want to eat this late at night though, because I always feel like kind of bleh in the morning if I eat late at night. So I'll probably just go to bed hungry. Then eat in the morning. Okay, wow, this is long. It's so long. Let's see, let's stretch it out. It's gorgeous. I think Rachel Ray had this sneak peek. Let's see. I'm just gonna pull this back because I think it's pulling a little bit, and that's why. Oh, there goes this cool fit. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, image-wise, like pure image-wise, as in creates this one with nature sort of, I want to be out there and be there. This is my favorite one. Holy cow. Yeah, you like that too, little fly over there? Huh? Wow. And there is, I have opened one up before that has the, what is it called? Hold on. It's the L, no, the M. Shoot. I'm forgetting words today. The frosted drill, there we go. This one has a frosted drill, which I'm really excited to see. I've seen them ABs, or not ABs, oh my gosh, I've seen them in squares because I did Autumn Magic. I unboxed that for you guys, but I have not seen them in rounds yet, so I'm excited to see where those are. I don't see them right off the front of it for yet. Oh my gosh, words. Let's come over and start with, I guess, whatever I can find here first. Is that a fairy dust? Ooh. Okay, I'm seeing a fairy dust, which this is a gorgeous fairy dust. Oh my gosh. I have not seen this fairy dust before. Look at that one. That is a really pretty blue color. I don't know if you'd call that, yeah, that'd be a royal blue. It'd be like a lighter royal blue. That one is, I think that's the lighter look color. There's another blue fairy dust, but I think this is the lighter one. Oh, there's quite a few blue fairy dusts. This is one of them right here too. So I think that's a little bit darker one. I better find the rest of the fairy dusts, the blue ones, before, look at this royal one. There's 3 bags of that one. Is that a fairy dust? No. This one is being very good and kind to me. So there's that one lighter fairy dust. Seeing an AB. See this other fairy dust yet? Am I gonna struggle? Ooh, found the frosted. Now that is cool. Let me zoom in so you can see that. Do you see how there are no facets on top? Guys, that is so pretty. Is that what's a rogue drill doing in there? Can you see that? That is really cool. It's even cooler to see with squares or rounds, because then it really is round because the square is still square. So while it doesn't have facets, it's still square. And yeah, okay. Well, I don't see the other blue fairy dust, so I'm hoping it'll pop up somewhere, but I also might not worry about it. Wait, is that it? That's it right there. So here's that other fairy dust. So that is the lightest one. So there's the darker one, this darker one, that lighter one I just showed you, and then this more royal blue one right here. And let's go lightest. So that's, okay, good. I'm glad that I didn't, that's the equal sign, which I thought was going to be it. It is in the waves. It's in the lightest part of, not the lightest part of the waves. It's one of the lighter blues. Here, some over here. Yeah, it's doing a lot of highlighting. And then that next blue that's more of the royal blue is the cancel symbol, and that is all over in here, coming up on these waves here, along there. Whoop, sorry, I was trying to push my hair out of the way. And then over here. And then that darker blue is gonna be like this pill symbol. Okay, oh wow, there's a lot of that one. If you can catch it, it's this color right here. All over the splashes of this. Wow. All over there, here. There's some lines of it over there. There's also some equals and cancels over there. A whole line of it here. That's so pretty. Okay. The next one I'm seeing, okay, so that, let's do the frosted drum. And that is the symbol, the slash symbol, which is right here. And right along here. So this shoreline has that frosted symbol. That's gonna be fun to see that. Because it really is going to look kind of like that sea glass look right between the sand and right between the, like the shore of the sand on the shore and the wave. Yeah, I'll probably leave that to last. Or I don't know what I'd leave to last here. It's nice because as you're doing it this way, you're getting a lot of each color. You're getting every single part. It's going to be different from here, then the wave, then the sky. Everywhere you go, you're going to get something different. So yeah, that's so pretty. Okay, next is we've got an AB, we've got two ABs, and we've got a very light fairy dust somewhere over here. I'm trying to figure out where that would be. I'm going to guess, well, first off, here's that AB right here. Here's that lighter AB, which is a tan AB. And I'm going to guess it's up in the, so it's a diamond symbol, triangle. Yeah, I was gonna guess it was in, yeah, it's gonna be that pretty shine that you get on water when the sunset's coming down. There's not a lot of that one, so it's just right here. And right here. And here, a little bit here. And that is it for that one. Oh, no. I've got some right here too. A little bit right here on the sand. And then we have a blue AB, which I swear I saw. Okay, yeah, here it is. A smallish amount of that blue AB. And that is the R symbol. Where are you? Okay, here, a little bit here and here, some along here, here, and there, and then some here and here. Trying to see if it's over there at all, where it's a little bit lighter again. Yeah, I do see a little bit right here. So do you see right there, there's some R's, and there. And that is where I see that, which makes sense. There's not a whole lot of that one, but not like a tiny amount either. And then next and very last is that AB, or that fairy dust I can't seem to find. Let's see if we can find it though. Looks like it might be a tan color. I keep almost humming out loud to you guys, but I don't want to get copyright, so I keep stopping myself. Not to you guys. It's not like I'd be humming for you. I just tend to hum when I'm thinking or concentrating hard. What is that? And then I keep stopping myself because I'm like, oh, I don't want to get copyrighted on YouTube. Because they're super strict about that. Oh, found it. Okay. It's this, I've never worked with this AB or fairy dust either. Ooh. Pretty. Let's do, so that is the tree symbol, and that is right along here. Oh, I see. And in here, all around that, and then I'm gonna guess it's reflected down here maybe. Yeah, a little bit right down here. So beautiful, a little bit of these dots here. Are there any of those dots in the waves? I don't see them. Okay. Wow, charted to perfection. So pretty. Specials charted to perfection as well. Yeah, image-wise, like, if I were to love an image the best. And guys, Dakota Datewater does use, she uses acrylic or oil. Anyway, she uses very traditional artwork, which I tend to gravitate towards. As much as I love all, like, I love so many different kinds of artworks. But I tend to gravitate towards traditional artwork. And it makes, I love it. I just think it's so cool that, like, the actual artwork, when you look at the original artwork, it's like, how did she do that with paint? It's amazing. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm just not even put the canvas. It's too pretty to put away. Yeah, I might have to do this one sooner rather than later. I do have a lot of beach scenes. I do. I can't help myself with the beach scenes. Which is funny, I don't have very many mermaids, but I have a lot of beaches and ocean scenes. Let's see if I can get this actually tight enough to go back in. Yeah, lots of coastal sunsets or sunrises or just beach scenes in general. I have one from Craftedly. I'm so excited to do eventually. It's like the only square that I have from Craftedly. Okay, that is it for this video too. So I am going to, let me see, let me put this away. I'm trying to think if I'm going to show you guys all the kits I have. I'm not going to go up and get the other kits because it is late and I'm tired and this is already a long video. But I'll tell you what those other ones are. So let me pull out all the ones that I do have here. I have West Coast Ocean, Calico Chicken, Otter Friends, Never Alone, Levitating Spell, Flower Child, and then for my others that I had the Moth. What's the other one that I had? Okay, editing Courtney, my brain's not working and yours will be working better tomorrow, so you do this. What was the other one that I had on there? And then the cemetery one that is not mine. Oh, how could I forget? It was the Becca Tyndall. So the Becca Tyndall one, and then the Moth one, and then my friend's cemetery one, which she also did with the Moth. But anyway, these are the new releases, and then I also have Purple Owl, because that was my sneak peek. I have the, oh, it's Picture Lake, which was a Sandra Bergeron. I got that one. And then I got, is a bird one, right? Another bird one. Oh, it was the Cardinals, where there's like charted to perfection. The really realistic Cardinals by the same guy who did the Fox. And I can't remember his name either. But anyway, those were my sneak peeks. So I do have those for the new releases. So technically I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new releases. And then the 3 that were my sneak peeks. So yes, thank you guys for watching. Let me know down below what you guys ended up picking up, and let me know if you like kind of this mystery style and how you like to see these hauls. I don't know how much I'll change. Some of it's easier, some of it's not easy, if you want some changes here and there. But let me know if you like the way I show the drills, or if you guys want to see all the drill packets. I probably won't do that because that's a whole lot of work, but I do I like showing at least where the special go and stuff like that. Let me know if you absolutely need to have panovers next time, because I can still do that. But yeah, I am getting loopy now and talking too much, so I'm gonna let you guys go. But thank you for joining me. Bye.